Good afternoon, I'm Mrs. Melnick Meadow.
And Mr. Schwery.
Please have a seat.
Thank you.
So, do you have any trouble getting here?
No, it's not a lot of traffic this morning, so great.
It's great. So, could you please tell me a bit about yourself?
Yes, I'm a student at André Grasset in social studies. I've been there for 2 years, and now I was in an international program studying law, politics, history. So I loved it. I'm still there, and I still love it. So I'm determined to. I'm a determined person who is well organized, loves organizing things. Good communicator these years. I love this job, and that's why I applied. I love law, and it's what I want to work in for the rest of my life.
Okay. And could you please tell me why you would like to work for a company?
Yes, well, your company is one of the biggest lawyer cabinets in Quebec. So in Montreal and in Quebec. So why not start my career in the biggest one? And McCarthy Tétrault always had a great history of treating well their employees and treating well their clients, and I want to be part of that great experience, and that's why.
Okay. And do you have any experience in this line of work?
Well, this job doesn't really ask for it, but I'm studying in it. I've been studying law for 2 years, a bit in high school also. I've been participating to activities like the forum in the Quebec National Assembly, to Jeune Démocrate, the tournament in Quebec. I'm participating this year to NMUN at the United Nations. So I've done some things to get some interest in law and to get some experience other than jobs and diplomas.
Okay, that's very interesting. And are you presently working and studying at the same time?
No, I'm working in summer and studying during the rest of the year. I think it's always a good thing to get your energy 100% in one thing. So to really get something out of it, and that's why I only study right now. I only study.
And would you be willing to work?
Yeah, for sure. If there's
and
jobs,
study?
yeah, there's certain kind of jobs like camp counselor that yes are great experiences, but are not attached to what I want to do, related to what I want to do in life. But this job is what I want to do in life, so it's a great experience. It's a great compliment to my studies. So doing both at the same time and learning something and put it in application after. So it's a great mix, and that's why I wanted this job.
Okay. And what was your last job?
My last job was a camp counselor at the Bois-de-Boulogne Day Camp in Montreal. I've worked there for 2 years. Had a good experience, related good experience, and working with kids, organizing events, had a lot of energy to put in that, and that's why this kind of jobs demands a lot of implication and dedication to these events, because you give a lot of time to that, and that's what I learned from that job, is that you always have to give your 100% in what you do and dedicate yourself to what you do. If not, you're not getting something out of it, and you're not learning anything.
That's great. Could you summarize your academic background?
Well, I've been elementary school for sure in Notre-Dame-de-Sion, got to high school for 5 years at Collège Mont-Saint-Louis, and then I passed 5 years there. I've got some prizes for engagement and implication in the school. Was a good student over there, and then I came to CEGEP and for 3 years participated also to some activities, studied in social sciences, history, international program, and that's my student background for now. I want to get in law in university, hopefully, and get accepted in one of the big universities in Quebec or outside Quebec. I won't matter for that.
Mm-hmm. And could you please tell me how your education applies for this job?
Well, I think it's directly related to my job. Social sciences are the human, international are politics, law, history. The law part is directly related to this job. I think I have an inch on other people who want to go in law but go to dance or nature science or other subjects that are not directly related to their job. So I think that having a background on this helps me get into this job.
Yeah. Okay. And could you please talk about your academic strengths?
My academic strengths would be politics. I mean, we have great teachers at the Collège André Grasset. In English, we have a great teacher, Nicolas, who helped me prepare for this interview. So I really thank him for that. And we've been working on this for many years, for 2 years. And politics in Grasset are very enriching, and we learn a lot in law also with how it works. It's an introduction class. I'm still doing it right now. It's very interesting. I love it. So I'd say I get 34, 35 R scores in politics. So I would say that is my biggest strength.
It's very interesting. And what can you bring to our company?
Your company is already very implemented in Quebec. You are one of the biggest. You are everything is already built. But I think there's always place for improvement and new ideas. I could bring some energy. I can bring some more modern ideas because I'm a young person. So I always want to improve things for the rest of my life. So I think getting young people in is a great idea that your company had to offer these kind of jobs to young people to bring in some replacement.
Well, do you have any weaknesses?
Well, like everyone, we all have weaknesses, but I'd say my weakness has evolved throughout my life. I was a very shy person in high school and in elementary school, but that I would say that it remains my biggest weakness for now. But I'm always working on it. I've participated in activities like the forum, like an MUN, like a theater, like a lot of activities to help you communicate and talk in public and show that you're not the little shy boy in the corner like I usually was. And that's helped me a lot, and I'm continuing to work on it because it's never done. You always have to break barriers, like Hillary Clinton would say. Break barriers, open up, and see the world like it is.
It's very interesting. And where do you see yourself in 10 years?
In 10 years, I would see me still in this company. I think I'm starting in the big one, so the big one is the biggest. So I don't know why I don't think I would want to go to other companies than here. I maybe won't have still the same job for sure. I don't think you expect me to stay at the same job for the rest of my life. But I would want to climb up the ladder in this company and help it the best I could.
It's very interesting. And in your responsibilities here, it says that you have to represent our London-based insurers clients, and that job would be done here in North America, but would you be willing to go to London if they ever asked?
For sure, it would be great. Honestly, always we have to match what the clients want, and they pass first. And if they really want for their lawyer to travel over there, it would be a pleasure. London is a great place where it's great to live, and honestly, it would be an honor to be traveling over there.
Okay. And finally, do you have any questions for us?
Well, for sure, we always have questions. Your company is very established in Canada and in the world, but there's always some places that you didn't exploit for now. But I have some contacts in some cities in the world who, some friends who can bring me some contracts for the company. They could give me some contracts for this company. So, would you be open for me to bring in my contacts and make my contacts help this company?
Well, I don't know that. I would have to ask my superiors, but that is
Yeah.
an interesting question.
It's
So that is the end of our interview. So
thank you.
thank you very much for
It's a
coming.
pleasure.
Thank
you.
you.
See you.